It's great to be here, man. New York Arab American Comedy Festival. It's been a crazy year. I'm just surprised we got here. I'm Egyptian. Any Egyptians in the crowd? Let's go. Love Egypt, man. People always ask me what it's like to be from a place with so much history and culture. I don't know, man. I lived in New Jersey my whole life. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was actually born with a different name. Yeah. For the first 10 years of my life, my name was Mohamed Ali. True story, exactly like the boxer. Until one day, my dad checks me out of school early, and I'm thinking, we better go to McDonald's. No, we went straight to court. My dad said, we're changing our last name. And I was like, Bubba, what the hell, man? I didn't even know you could do that. But it turns out after 9/11, there were a lot of Arabs named Muhammad Ali, but a lot of criminals specifically, right? And my dad didn't want to get me in trouble at the airport. Yeah, Bubba, because the last name was the problem. Now Mohamed Alghondakly can finally bring I've been dealing with a quarter-life crisis. I'm 24 and a half, and honestly, I don't know what to do anymore. Should I go to grad school? No. Should I run a marathon? No, yeah, probably not. Should I run a marathon? Right? I might. Should I start a podcast nobody will listen to? Fuck it, maybe I'll run for mayor. Nah, I can't run for mayor. You know what they did to Zoran? They analyzed and dissected every single part of that poor man's life to find something out of it. And the worst thing they found was him rapping in a halal cart. You telling me Zoran Mamdani has not said the N-word one time? His criminal record, his record generally was clean, man. He kept that clean, his digital footprint. The day I announced my mayoral campaign, I'd be put in federal prison. I'd have to change my name again. It's hard though, man. Finding a wife as a Muslim in America without your mom. They always say there's plenty of fish in the sea, but they don't tell you how many of those fishes pray 5 times a day. And what y'all gotta understand is that my mom set a very simple rule for me. No dating until you're married. Don't ask me what that means. I don't know. But I did it, man. I got married last year. Thank you guys so much. And honestly, it still feels crazy saying it out loud. We actually met at our college MSA, which for those who aren't familiar is the Muslim Students Association, which for those who aren't familiar is where young Muslim men venture forth to worship Allah, memorize Quran, and try to find a baddie. It's weird though, man. I learned a lot about Muslim privilege being young and married, you know, especially at work. My colleague Jeff will come up to me and be like, hey Mo, how was the weekend? And I'll be like, hey Jeff, it was good, man. I just hung out at home, chilled with my wife. Then I get the same exact reaction every single time. What? You're married? And then they catch themselves and they realize that they're talking to a brown Muslim man. And all of a sudden, their wokeness comes out. Their tone changes completely. And he's like, wait, how old are you? And I go, I'm 24 and a half. And he goes, wow, you are so brave. Good for you, bro. Mashallah. For the first time, though, I finally understood what Muslim privilege is, right? Because imagine if I was Mormon. Hear me out. Mormons, those guys are made fun of every day for marrying young, for being abstinent, for not drinking or doing drugs. Does that sound like anybody? That's Muslims, that's us. We're basically the brown Mormons. But nobody ever really says anything, right? Like, why is it okay that the Book of Mormon is a Broadway show that makes fun of these people's innermost beliefs and values? It's crazy. Imagine if the Book of Quran existed. That would be the last Broadway show that ever existed. So I've been married about a year now, and in Arab culture, that means I should have a 3-month-old. Or else there's something wrong with me. Or my wife. Probably my wife. But I keep telling my family to chill, man. You know, we're taking our time, and it'll happen when it happens. But it does have me thinking, though, like, what would it actually look like if I did have children? What would they be like? Has anybody actually thought about the next generation of Arabs in this country? Because we had our parents, right? They came here fresh off the boat. They struggled to learn English for us. They sacrificed everything to give us a chance. Me, I grew up hearing Arabic, but I speak it like a deranged 4-year-old. I go to Egypt once a year. I speak some Arabic over there. But they know damn well I'm not from there. I walk up into a store in Egypt, and within the first 10 seconds, the guy at the register goes, "Tamnini ala." Where are you from? And I'm like, first of all, I came to Egypt to stop being asked this question. And second of all, I haven't even said a single word yet. It's hard though, man. So, I'm afraid, you know, I'm afraid about who's gonna teach my kids Arabic, right? I'm out of the question. My wife, she's Moroccan, so somebody's gonna have to teach her too. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid my kids are going to be the Italian Americans of today's generation. Love Italy, but speak no Italian. Any Latinos in the crowd? I love Latinos, because Latinos came to this country and said, first, we speak Spanish, English optional. I'm afraid, man. Arabs, we overcorrected, you know, we had to assimilate a little too hard. So now my kids are gonna be like, "Ana Arab. My papa makes the best shawarma and hummus." Fuck, bro. My kid's gonna be Israeli. That's my time, guys. Thank you.
That's the